Hi, we're here at the 2011 English Schools Championships in Gateshead with European and Commonwealth champion, former Commonwealth champion.
Former, not anymore.
Ewan Thomas. Ewan, what's it like to be at the schools?
It's really nice actually. Many moons ago, I did the English schools when I was at school in Lincolnshire, and I was runner-up, I came second, but it really for me was like the stepping stone. From there I went on to do the World Junior Championships, and it's a great event. I mean, obviously you can probably hear in the background the noise of the crowd, it's packed out.
Yeah.
And Gateshead's a great place to run. I've got fond memories of English schools, but also running here in Gateshead, so it's a good day.
Okay. What have you been up to this morning, Ewan?
I went to meet my old team, Lincolnshire. So I went to school there for 2 years, and it was a really keen PE teacher that saw I could run a bit on sports day. Dragged me along to the county championships, which means I qualified for the English school. So I just went and said hello to my old team. Obviously none of those athletes were probably even born when I was running, but it's just nice to sort of try, and it sounds a bit cliche, but just to say hello and give it a little bit something back, really.
Good man. What's your experience of the English schools?
Very different to now. I ran my English schools was in 1992 in Hull, and I was just saying to someone earlier, I stayed with a family. They did like an adopt an athlete for the weekend, so you used to go and stay with a random family, so It was a little bit nerve-wracking, whereas here, I've no doubt all the athletes now are staying in some nice accommodation, and here in Gateshead the actual tracks change a lot. There's an indoor warm-up area, whereas I was an athlete, you had to warm up on the cold,
in the rain at
the back, normally raining, and in the English schools for myself, there wasn't, the technology, obviously the tracks were the same, but it just seems to have got a little bit more professional.
Sure.
All the athletes seem to have all the latest kit, and they're very serious and dedicated and focused athletes, which is great, because I mean this to them is their Olympic Games. If they can come away as being the English schools champion, then from there they can build confidence and hopefully get a few junior internationals. And no, it's a great event, really proud to be here.
Okay. What personally did you get out of the schools when you competed in Hull?
Yeah, I actually ran a PB. I ran 48.2 at the time. I came second behind an athlete who was a brute of a boy. His name was Carl Southam, however you pronounce it.
Is he still running?
No, this is a sad story. I mean, he was from Leicestershire and he was a brilliant athlete. We went to the World Juniors together. Then the following year, European Juniors, where I was not even the best. There was like himself, an athlete called Guy Bullock, and they never really progressed to senior athletics. And I think, unfortunately, that's quite a sad state of affairs, that kids show a lot of promise and determination as a youngster, then all of a sudden they become a senior athlete and they discover other things in life and they give up. So my only ploy would be to try and tell kids stick with it, because I never dreamt I would go from the English schools, and 4 years later I had an Olympic silver medal, and then I sit here, like you said, I'm a former European Commonwealth champion, and I did things I never thought I could do at school, and I just worked really hard to get there. So without a doubt, there's kids here running this weekend who have got talent to do it.
Okay, Ewan, so our next question would be, what's your advice for the students, athletes competing today?
My advice would just be, you're obviously good to be here in the first place. Just realise to make the next level you do have to work really hard, and my own bad experiences through the sport, having a lot of injuries, I would just say to them that you are going to get injured at some point. That's part and parcel of being an athlete. Don't quit. Just listen to your body, train smart, train hard. And if you want to get there, you clearly can do it, because as I said, they're all here because they've qualified and they're good enough to be here. And if you don't win here, it's not the be all or end all. I was joking earlier with someone. It's like, I remember when I was a kid, oh my God, my GCSEs, what if I do if I don't pass there? then you're so scared about your A levels. But in the bigger picture, yes, it's all important, but it's all character building. And if you don't come across come away from here being the champion or even in the top three, it make it important. Don't quit, because I'm proof you don't have to win the English schools to be the best in your event.
Sure, thanks, Ewan. Another question. How important was your PE teacher, or your teacher maybe, to your own personal athletics career and development to becoming a full-time athlete?
I owe everything to my PE teachers. I went to 2 schools. My first PE teacher till I was 16 was a guy called Roger McGrady. I'll never forget, he said to me, you can't put in what God left out, because he was having a go at me because I didn't even do athletics, but he could see I could run. And then my following school was a guy called Kevin Johnston, and he was a great teacher, and it was him who dragged me along to the Lincolnshire schools. And if it hadn't been for both of those really pushing me in the right direction, then I don't think I would have done athletics. Definitely wouldn't have done it.
Well, that's good to hear. Who are you following today, athlete-wise, and team potentially, counting?
I've got kind of 3 teams I'm looking at. There's no athlete in particular. Lincolnshire is the school I went to, but the majority of the school was in Cambridgeshire.
Oh, okay.
So I've got Cambridgeshire and Lincolnshire, and then I'm a Hampshire boy, so I want to see Hampshire do well. But then I got clobbered for some photos from London, because I went to university in London. So I'm just spreading the love. I want everyone to run well.
And which university in London was it?
I went to Brunel University.
Ah, Brunel. Okay. Thanks a lot, Ewan. I hope you enjoy rest of the day.
Pleasure. Cheers. Thanks.